Oh fuck! Jesus! How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and if it's your first time here, welcome for the first time. Today's film I'm going to be watching is The Big Sleep. So noir is a genre yeah, I've seen virtually nothing from. I've seen Chinatown, and that's a great film with Jack Nicholson, but other than that, I've seen nothing. I've seen clips, small clips here and there, but nothing in full. So I know The Big Sleep is supposed to be one of the best noirs out there, noir films out there, so looking forward to seeing it. And I know the guy, can't think of his name, but the guy from The Treasure of Sierra Madre, I know he's in this film. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button. That'd be fantastic. With that said, let's get into it. Oh, like this silhouette shot.
I'll tell the general that you're here. Oh, thank you.
Such a great voice, isn't he? Fantastic. Good looking lady.
You're not very tall, are you?
Well, I tried to be.
Not bad looking. Oh, you probably know it.
Jeez,
Thanks.
she's flirtatious.
What are you? A prize fighter?
No, I'm a shamus.
What's a shaman?
It's a private detective.
Does he know her from before or something?
You're cute.
She's gonna get him in trouble. That's a very confident woman.
This is Mr. Marlowe, General. How do you do, sir?
Sit down.
Thank you.
How do you like your brandy, sir?
In a glass.
Don't like it at all.
I used to like champagne, cold as Valley Forge, and with
I like champagne.
foaming
Champagne is
brandy
very,
under.
very nice.
Oh, come. You're looking, sir, at a very dull survival of a very gaudy life. Crippled, paralyzed in both legs. Nasty things. Their flesh is too much like the flesh of men. Their perfume has the rotten sweetness of corruption.
Mm-hmm. It's the way about words, anyway.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Marlowe.
I'm 38. I went to college. Still
38,
speak
is that all?
English when my business demands it. Used to work for the district attorney's office.
What do you know about my family, Mr. Marlowe?
Well, you're a widower. Millionaire. Have 2 young daughters.
Go on, sir.
Both pretty and both pretty wild.
Definitely that one.
What'd you want to see me about?
Being blackmailed again.
Again?
About a year ago, I paid a man named Joe Brody $5,000 to let my younger daughter alone. Sean Regan.
Sean Regan. There must be some reason why he isn't handling it this time. What is it?
Sean has left
Dead.
me. To go, without a word. I had no claim on him. I was only his employer.
I say he's dead.
But that was what hurt. You knew him too.
When I first saw him, I didn't think
Rum
he'd be
out of
kind of
Mexico, and I
like
was on the other side.
have a sensitive side like that. I thought he was going to be sort of really
Shots
stern,
between drinks or
kind
drinks
of
between
brute.
shots.
He commanded a brigade in the Irish Republican Army, but and you knew that.
No, I didn't.
My son, almost.
Obviously, there's a closeness. You can tell by the way he's talking about him.
Many an hour he sat here with me, sweating like a pig.
You don't want to go down the same path. Be wary of that.
Well,
I like this guy. He's just so honest. There's no bullshit.
Who's this Joe Brody you paid the $5,000 to?
I can't recall. My butler Norris would know.
It's going to meet her again.
Marlowe,
Oh, no.
Mrs. Rutledge would like to see you before you leave, sir.
You wanted to see me?
Is that the other sister? I think, isn't it?
Now, look, Mr. Marlowe. My father's not well, and I want this case handled with the least possible worry to him. How'd you like Dad?
I liked him.
So did I.
He liked Sean Regan. I suppose you'll know who he is. Dad wants to find him, doesn't he?
Do you?
Of course I do. Wasn't right for him to go off like that. Don't say much
You're
about
getting
it.
the slight sense that maybe she has something to do with
Why
this.
don't you ask him?
And
You know, I don't see
disappearing.
what there is to be cagey about.
Oh, yes, he told me about Regan, but that's not what he wants to see me about. That's what you've been trying to get me to say, isn't it?
That's a really
Oh,
cool
Norris.
house. I'd love a
You
house
made a
like that.
mistake. Mrs. Rutledge didn't want to see me.
Can I be of any assistance?
Yes. Would you happen to have a Ben-Hur 1860?
I said Mr. Geiger is not in.
I heard
I'm
you. You
getting
didn't
mixed
yell
up.
at me. You know Geiger's bookstore across the street?
I think I may have passed
You
it.
know Geiger by sight?
Well,
What does he look like? Would you happen to have a Ben-Hur 1863rd edition with a duplicated line on page 116?
nobody would. There isn't one.
The girl in Geiger's bookstore didn't know that.
Geiger's in his early 40s, medium height, fattish. Going to wait for him to come out?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, it is, isn't it? You know, it just happened. I got a bottle of pretty good rye in my pocket. I'd a lot rather get wet in here.
I wouldn't let her distract you because he could come out now and you won't. Yeah, he's gonna miss. Gonna miss him now coming out.
Like that, like enough. Hello.
Hello.
She does have nice eyes. Telling you, he's gonna miss him coming out. There's a nice bit of recreation on the side. He's working. Okay, that's him, Mr. Guy. Weather's been like over here the last week or so. Just atrocious. Just rain, rain, rain. Wonder, was that what the older sister that went in? Maybe she's in cahoots with Mr. Geiger. It's a plot for them to share the money, whatever debts she's supposed to have owed. Shit. Eerie silence. Oh. Was that Geiger?
You're cute.
And you're higher than a kite.
Hmm.
Come on,
She
wake
was
up.
I know you.
Look, you got a dead man lying right at your feet. How did it happen?
You talk a lot, Riley.
So it must have been the other fellow who was in the house. Or whatever the hell happened.
Did you do this?
That? Oh, yes, that's a little special service I always provide all my clients.
And how
I
did
haven't
you...
been here. You haven't seen me, and she hasn't been out of this house all evening.
That bad?
Mm-hmm.
She never remembers anyway.
Just what did she forget about Sean Regan?
What did she tell you?
Not
Ah.
half as much as you just did. Take it easy.
Ah, nice.
I don't...
I wonder is the body gone? I knew it. I called it, yeah. There could have been someone on his tail as well. I kind of figured like that Regan, when they started talking about this at the start, that he was dead, that he'd be not seen for a while.
Who is he? His name's Owen Taylor.
Oh,
Colonel
okay.
Stern was chauffeur, according to his driver's license.
What's the story?
You can see most of it from here. The rails are dry inside. That was
Philip,
put in
the
about
main guy?
9:30.
I'd be starting to get a little nervous here now. Connected with Sternwood, either missing or dead, you know?
You know anything about this Owen Taylor?
Only the 2 or 3 of the Sternwood chauffeurs lost their jobs on account of the younger daughter, Carmen.
Ah.
You want to see me about Taylor?
So you know about that? Poor Owen.
Yeah, the DA's man took me down to Lido since he knew that Owen Taylor wanted to marry your sister once.
Perhaps it wouldn't have been such a bad idea. You see, he was in love with her. Tell me what my father wants you to do.
Well, without his permission.
You can't even tell me if it was about Carmen.
Nope.
I've been a good customer of Eddie Mars. Another reason. There's a bond between Mr. Mars and the Sternwoods. John Regan ran off with Eddie's wife. That doesn't interest you?
Might make it easier for me to find him. You're trying to find out what your father hired me to find out, and I'm trying to find out why you want to
You
find
could
out.
go on forever, couldn't you? Anyway, it'll give us next time we meet.
Among other things, oh, Mrs. Rutledge.
There's codes
You
in
wanted
what
me to
they're
do
saying
something
to each
about
other.
this, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Remember me now?
Hmm?
Now, see here, what's the big
Take it easy,
idea?
sister. Is Geiger in?
No, he isn't. You might come back
Drop
tomorrow.
the veil, sister. I'm in the business myself.
Say, I can get you...
Come on, Carol.
Because it looks like you're moving today.
Huh.
And take it easy.
Where are we going?
Follow a car, tail job.
He's gone back to is it Geiger's house. What the hell?
What are you...
Remember me? I'm Doghouse Riley.
Maybe she can give a bit more information now.
Oh, I
How
just...
much do you remember about last night?
Yeah.
Remember what? Joe Brody. Who's he?
Now, look, sister, I don't know how much trouble you're used to, but I hope you've had plenty of practice dodging it.
Yes, Joe did it.
She's just saying that.
But you're ready to tell the police he did
I don't
it,
believe
huh?
her.
That is, if we can get the photograph he's got.
You mean Riley?
Ooh.
Excuse the casual entrance. The bell didn't answer. Mr. Geiger around?
No, we don't know just where he is.
He's so well equipped to
The girl
deliver
can go.
information.
I'd like to talk to you for...
Suppose I don't want to talk to you.
I've got 2 boys outside in the car. Blood. Quite a lot of blood.
Isn't it? By the way, how'd you happen to have one?
Is that any of your business?
I could make it my business.
I could make your business mine.
Well, you wouldn't like it. The pay's too small.
All right. I own this house. Geiger's my tenant. Now, what do you think of it?
Well, you know some nice people. By the way, how's Mrs. Mars these days?
You take chances, Marlowe.
I get paid to. I've been waiting to hear from you.
I'm sorry, I have nothing to tell you.
Oh. She didn't call, eh?
No, she didn't.
Don't trust Mrs. Sternwood, don't trust Vivian, don't trust Carmen. Come into the building where you follow that car.
You're Joe Brody.
So what?
Oh, so you're Joe Brody and you don't know anybody named Geiger. That's very funny. Joe, you got Geiger's stuff. I got his sucker list. Don't you think we ought to talk things over? Now.
God, God. Would you walk? Oh, look, he's got a gun. Yeah, see.
Joe? Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Like, would you trust us walking right
in? There's a lot
in?
of guns around town. It's a few brains.
Oh, it was
What are you
Vivian.
for?
Why'd you lie to me on the telephone?
I don't need you, Marlowe. I
Just
don't
what
keep
is
out of
this?
this. I don't know how you got here, but I don't want you. Will you?
If you'll just keep...
Say, look. What are you up here for?
To keep her from paying you off and to take the cops off your neck. You got scared and ran away. But you had nerve enough to take the film out of the camera. And you had nerve enough to come back later and hide the body.
You think you've got me framed?
Positive.
How come?
Because somebody will tell it that way. I told you there was a witness. Now, don't go...
You mean Corman. She would. She'd say anything.
So you have got that picture.
Take it easy,
I want
Carmen.
my
Oh,
picture,
Carmen.
Joe.
Now, listen.
I want my picture. Shot Geiger.
Oh, shit. Hold it. Jesus.
Get up, Angel. You look like a Pekingese. And...
Well, you might have a gun somewhere else. Oh, no. I thought he was going into the kitchen.
Go ahead.
You no gun this time.
Uh-uh.
Oh, fuck! Jesus! Fucking hell.
You got a match, bud? Now, what'll it be, kid? Me or the cops? You got a key. Let's go in.
Who said I got a key?
This house is like a character at this stage. Fuck.
Maybe you need this.
Well, I was saying that the house is almost like a character in itself. If you come back to it so many times, the murder of Geiger took place there. It's almost like a magnet, it just summons them back all the time.
Admit shooting Brody, do you?
Take a jump,
He doesn't have to admit it. Here's his gun.
I was thinking Regan was
As
dead
far as Geiger's
when you
concerned,
first
yes.
talked about him, but
Then it's completely
I think now he
cold.
might be alive.
I hope this is
He can have a part to
satisfactory.
play in this.
It's no fault of yours.
No. He asked me to
The
give
job
him a
is
check.
complete, but I feel
I don't need
there's
any money yet.
more stuff that's to be delved into.
I told you to sugar me off this case. Was it Eddie Mars? All right. Don't answer me.
I
Somebody
got a
put you
rattle
up,
there.
and it wasn't your father. He didn't tell you to pay me off, did he?
No, nothing. He runs a gambling house. I play horses, I play the wheel.
Playing something else, too.
What makes
Never
you
mind
think...
talking. Let me do it. Eddie Mars' blonde wife, Sean Regan, is supposed to run off with?
Who doesn't?
Did you know he owned the house Geiger operated in, that he was mixed up in that racket, too? What's Eddie
See it in her
Mars got on
face. She
you?
looks so rattled.
Oh, come now, Angel. Stop shaking.
Said, sweetie, what did you get for me?
Who's this one?
Yes, her tears flood like
It's
wine.
Vivian.
She's a real sad tomato. Tears flowed like wine. She's a real
Catchy song.
sad
Like it.
Oh, hello, boy.
I did some inquiring myself today. When Geiger and Brody got gunned, that washed the whole thing up. That I'm sure of. When she loses, she doubles, and I wind up with a fistful of paper. If she wins, she takes my money home with her.
You get it back next time, don't you?
No, she spent...
You don't seem in much of a hurry to find that wife of yours. From what I hear, she's not the kind of a wife a guy wants to lose. Could it be this? Maybe Regan,
striking
too.
a nerve there.
Better stop being curious, Sophie. What's between me and my wife is between us.
Yeah, there's still something there. There's still something there, definitely.
Oh, Mr. Marlowe.
Rutledge wants to see me. How did you know? He told me.
She sure is picking him tonight.
I think he's getting sick of her now.
In a row.
The people I came with want to stay, so I thought maybe you'd like to drive me home.
Sure.
Are you ready, lady?
Something the matter, Mrs. Rutledge?
Yes, I'd like one more play, Eddie. All this on the red.
Cover her bet in even thousands.
14,000. What a mammoth bet.
Number 5, red.
Seeding internally. I don't feel comfortable going home with all those winnings, everyone around. So you're better to gamble online. That guy doesn't look suspicious at all.
Right.
Shit. Oh, kill her because of the money she won. Who the hell would... Yeah, you just knew it wasn't gonna sit.
This is a gun, lady. I want that money. Yell and I'll cut you in half. Give me that bag.
Hello, pal. Easy. Somebody's always giving me guns. I don't like people who play games. Tell your boss when you wake up.
Well, I'm glad I asked you to take me home.
Well, so am I.
I wonder would that win him
We go now?
a bit more trust on her side. Probably got like Game of Thrones a little bit, where you just
What are you
kind of-
trembling for? Don't tell me you were scared, because I won't
Could it be
believe
a,
that.
a
Well, I used to
betrayal at
go
any
hijack.
corner?
Let's begin with what Eddie Mars has on you.
If he had anything, would it be any of your business? You've already been paid, haven't you? You like my father, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't you stop?
Remember I told you I was beginning to like another one of the Sternwoods? July called Eddie Mars and told him I was coming up to see him. When I arrived, you were there. The two of you staged an act. He let you win a lot of money and then sent a man around to take it away from you.
Take me home.
Sure I will.
What is
First,
happening?
open that bag. If there's 28 grand in, I'll eat every word I've said. What do you remember about Sean Regan?
I didn't like him.
Yeah, why?
He didn't pay any more attention to me than you do.
You found Sean.
Yes, he's been in Mexico. He hasn't been very well.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, an accident of some kind.
Do you believe any of this? I don't believe a word she's saying.
Oh, I see.
Would you please?
Oh, fuck. Is that the guy who, Who the fuck are these things?
You the guy that's been tailing me?
Yeah, the name's Jones, Harry Jones. I want to see you.
Yes.
I've got something to sell, cheap, for a couple of C's.
Don't let me stop you. You must be one of Brody's friends. So Agnes is loose again, huh?
How'd you know that? Talking about getting married.
She's too big for you.
That's a dirty crack, brother.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Found her. She'll tell you when she has the dough in her hand.
You might tell the cops for nothing.
I ain't so brittle. Will you be in shape to meet me there
I
in
didn't
an
think
hour?
Agnes would come back into
Yeah,
the
I
fold.
guess so.
You bring the dough,
After
I'll
Joe was
take you to
killed.
Agnes.
Okay.
I'm like, is he just coming upon conversation, or is this like all staged to set him up?
Romano, why would he pay? You know about the night the kid bumped Brody? Well, the young Sternwood girl was there.
You're nervous, ain't you? Maybe you need a drink.
Never mind.
I think you need
I
one.
don't think so,
You got a
really.
glass?
Yeah.
So long, Jonesy.
Poison him?
28 Court Street.
I think that guy must be Regan.
Officer's police identification. What'd you say? Oh, hello, Agnes. This is Marlowe. Because he's dead. Your little man died to keep you out of trouble. Like
What happened to Harry?
something better. Here you are. Here's your 200.
Right behind it. That's where Eddie Mar's wife is holed up.
You're sure of that?
Why should I lie?
Art Huck's 10 miles east of Rio Lido. Is that right?
Yeah.
Maybe that was Regan who killed Harry, and then he wanted to get to Agnes.
Open up. I got a flat back here on the highway.
Sorry, mister. We're closed for the night. You can get yourself hurt kicking on doors.
Cut it out, Art. The guy's right. You run a garage. Going a long way around there. Business trip?
Partly. Have any car painted?
Chess matches, the chat, how you say it.
Oh. Fuck. All right, Art. Take him in the house.
Murdered his wife.
You'd be Mrs. Eddie Mars, the blonde Regan was supposed to run off with.
That's right.
Where is Sean Regan?
I'd like to know that myself.
I thought I'd find you here.
Yeah. But you don't seem to be running in front today.
I knew she couldn't be trusted.
I suppose we're in the house back of the garage.
That's right.
Just a gambler, don't you? Well, I think he's a blackmailer, a hot car broker.
Stop.
Be careful what you're saying when you're tied up.
Anything that looks good finds out, don't you? You beat my teeth out and then kick me in the stomach for mumbling. Oh, that'll be just a start. It won't be pretty to watch.
Please don't talk like that.
Gone, could you? Border Patrol would have checked
Get
you
her.
alone.
She might
People would have seen you without
do
Regan.
the
Much
ropes.
safer to come here.
Find some alluring, maybe.
Oh, that's better. Get a knife and cut these ropes.
Why are you doing so far with it?
There behind the wheel.
Over here, Canino.
I'm glad he got it.
I didn't have a chance to thank you.
I still
for what
don't
you did
trust
back
her.
there.
Still
You
think it's
look
going to be a
good.
betrayal.
Awful good. You go to the police with me?
You're in love with the idea of him. I
can't.
don't know if you're in love with him.
Why not?
What if I told you I killed Sean Regan?
She killed Regan.
I'm not going to. Look, Angel, I'm tired. My jaw hurts.
Doing
I guess I'm in love with you. Oh, hello, Eddie. This is Marlowe. Yeah, Marlowe, or what's left of him. Your house? You mean the one that Geiger lived in?
Ah.
All right. When?
Taking an awful chance.
He'll be here in 10 minutes.
Yeah, but if he sees the car, he'll know you're there.
Go through there and close all these curtains. I'll get rid of the car.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because... I wonder if there'll be someone with him. Will he be on his own? There you go. Shot.
I got here first, Eddie. Put those scissors down. Put them down.
Can't imagine how he get out alive.
Sit down.
Unless they have some kind of amicable conclusion to it.
Didn't remember much about it.
Yeah, I've seen her that way, too. Then you hid the body. And
You can't
started
prove
it.
that.
It'll be just as bad for you if I prove it to myself. I sit there and agree to everything, just like you're doing now. When I went out that door, things were going to be different. That's what those boys are doing out there.
Get excited, Marlowe.
She's
If
gonna
anything
turn.
happens in here, if there's any shooting, you'll just...
What do you think's going to happen now? Now what are you boys going to think? What's the matter? Haven't you ever seen a gun before? What do you want me to do? Count three like they do in the
Jesus,
movies? That's what
intense.
Nino said to little
Fuck.
Jonesy.
Now, don't go crazy.
It's two, Eddie.
Don't shoot, it's me, Mark!
Oh, fuck. They're not good, employees.
This is Marlowe. I got some more red points for you. This boy's got him. There's more to it than that. He killed Regan. I'll tell you about it. We'll have to tell your father about Regan. I think he can take it. What's wrong with you?
Nothing you can't fix.
Okay, so I just got done watching The Big Sleep, and this film, for me, what really carries it and makes it entertaining and interesting and engaging is the whole mystery. Trying to unravel what's happening, who you can trust, who you can't trust, the turns. Honestly, I probably would have liked a few more kind of plot twists, a few more characters kind of maybe being killed off or betrayals, but it definitely had those elements that made it engaging. It's kind of one of the reasons why I like why Scream is one of my favorite horror films. It's that kind of mystery, trying to unravel it. and I definitely saw traces of Game of Thrones in there as well. So there definitely was enough there to entertain. But I probably would have liked to have seen even a few more kind of twists and turns. But, there was definitely enough in there to satisfy me as a viewer of the film. And is it Humpert or Herbert? Phil, the main character. Again, this guy's a great actor. I thought he was phenomenal in Treasure of the Sierra Madre, and again, he was really good in this one as well. Really, really good actor. I should really check out more of his stuff. But yeah, I was sure Regan, I was sure he was going to be alive the whole time. I was thinking he was going to come back, and was it Canino or Caniro? That guy, I assumed he was Regan, because it was that link. I thought he was covering up about trying to stop Harry, and then trying to stop Agnes from telling Phil where Mara's wife was. But again, you like to be wrong, you know. But let me know in the comments though. I mean, like, where would you rank The Big Sleep among your favorite, I guess, noir films, and where would you rank it among just your favorite films in general? Again, I'd like to get this conversations going in the comments. And let me know, like, if there's any other kind of noir films you think I should check out, or you would recommend. Again, throw them in the comments. But until next time, guys, it's long fall.